Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Nah, I'm not doing it. All right. Okay, welcome back to another video. Today, we're gonna be talking about, am I bringing my kids there? So in Five Nights at Freddy's, we see the entire game pretty much after hours, and I kind of wanted to dive into what the days are like during working hours. Every game is horror based, but during the day, there is an actual environment where grown adults bring their children here to celebrate. Now, my question was, how likely would it be for me to bring my children to these locations? But before I start, my name's Kalist. Thank you guys for 2,000 subscribers. We're growing so fast. I love you guys so much. I just got back from Level Up, which is a gaming convention here. That's why I'm wearing this costume. And I can't take it off. No one's home. There's a zipper in the back. We're gonna go through some of the games. I'm gonna be honest, and then play Steel Wool, anything with like the Mega Pizza Plexes. I don't know anything about, so I'm not even gonna try and lie and act like I do. The first location we're gonna be talking about is Five Nights at Freddy's 1 / Into the Pit. I don't know if they're the same building, to be honest. Honestly, I'm just gonna be basing it off of this map here on the right, the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location. And would I bring my children here? So I mean, let's look at the, oh, why is that blurred? You'll find out in a minute. The main thing we have is the 3 animatronics. We have Freddy, Chica, and Bonnie on the main stage performing. And at the end of the day, I don't think they actually move around.
The characters do tend to wander a bit. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of '87.
It's kind of like a Chuck E. Cheese style thing. I don't know if any of you have ever been to Chuck E. Cheese, because I don't know if it's a dying franchise anymore. And I don't know who this nigga is. Like, who is this guy? I did not grow up with this goofy ass rat. Chuck E. Cheese had a whole bunch of animatronics. They had like Chuck E. Cheese, this chicken thing. I don't know all the names, to be honest. They had some animatronics on stage. They didn't have any animatronics walking around the building, but they had mascots, right? And I think that's kind of what happens at Five Nights at Freddy's, because I mean, at Into the Pit, we see like, you know, the golden Bonnie go and, you know, kidnap and kill some kids. I know 100% that's not an animatronic. So in this game, there shouldn't be any animatronics roaming around the building. Only after hours, that's when we kind of see, like, you know, all the animatronics kind of going crazy. And then it's not just the 3 of these guys on the stage. We also do have beautiful Foxy the Pirate. What is in Pirate's Cove? I think it's a show. I mean, based off of that mini game where, you know, we kind of do see what Pirate's Cove is like, I think he actually does run, which is a bit crazy. I mean, I think the whole idea of just having your kids talk to these animatronics and like hang out with these animatronics that actually move, that's kind of insane to me. I'm not letting that shit happen. I won't even let a grown-ass man around my kids, so damn near a robot, it's not happening. This is before the 2000s, and technology cannot be that good. I'm not letting my kids hang out with Foxy. But if it's just like the main 3 on stage, I mean, it can't really be that bad. They're not walking around, they're not doing any of that. Okay, I'm gonna unblur it now. Yeah, look at that guy. God. Look at those eyeballs. As long as, you know, the animatronics don't walk around and roam, I think I should be good. Yeah, because I remember the phone guy talking about they believe that we're an endoskeleton without a suit and then try to stuff us in. In that case, if any of the animatronics on stage are moving around, I'll bring my kid there, but I'm not gonna have a whole party there, and I want to monitor my kid the whole time. So, and the once in the blue moon that Foxy is not out of order, I'm not letting my kid around that. That's not happening. I mean, that's why I have to phrase 1 / Into the Pit. I'm not taking my kids there. I'd rather go to like an arcade, you know. All right, moving on. The beautiful, greatest Five Nights at Freddy's game of all time, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Duh. We're gonna look here on the map. I'm assuming we're gonna be in the game area most of the time. We have all the toy animatronics, and then we also have Mangle, which is also a toy animatronic. Is Mangle a toy animatronic? I mean, I think so, but you know, Mangle's so fucked up. It's got like, I don't know. It's weird. All the toy animatronics are pretty cool. But the thing that I like about the toy animatronics is what the phone guy said in the game. And I actually do have the quote here himself. I'm not even gonna read it out loud. I'm gonna let the phone guy take it away. Take it away, phone guy.
But most importantly, they're all tied into some kind of criminal database so they can detect a predator a mile away. Heck, we should be paying them to guard you.
I don't know if that's real or if that's just like a cover up for them, like, you know, bugging up. If the toys actually like are connected to a criminal database, I think that'd be pretty cool to let my kids around them. I know it's a prequel to Five Nights at Freddy's 1, but they do look more fleshed out, more modern. They look more approachable. I mean, here, like, I'm gonna go back to Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Yeah, look at these animatronics. Would you rather give these guys a hug or these guys a hug? Like, let's be honest. I'm giving Toy Chica a hug without a doubt. But that's besides the point. The toy animatronics, I'm definitely letting my kids around. They don't seem like they would do any harm. I don't know if they actually have done any damage canon wise. I mean, I know like Toy Chica is one of the suspects of being the bite of 87 because of, you know, the whole beak thing and the whole Find the Freddy's 4 hint that Scott Cawthon did, but I don't think they would act weird around children, but towards adults, I know that they kind of just stare.
They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare.
And then we also have the puppet. I'm not taking the puppet from the Find the Freddy's 2 movie into account. I don't think the puppet will even come out at all during working hours. I mean, there's a music box that's being wound the entire time. I guess, you know, I guess there's also the withered animatronics. Like, I'm not letting my kids around the withered animatronic. I'm not letting my kid leave my site. If my kid goes to the parts and service room, look at those animatronics back there. My kid is cooked. He's dead. Like I'm not seeing my kid anymore. But I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think any of the withered animatronics will be coming out during working hours. Realistically, I mean, if that does happen, I feel like if any of the kids see withered Bonnie, they're going home with nightmares. It's not happening. I mean, with the toy animatronics, I'm letting my kids see them without a doubt. I just think that Finds the Freddy's 2, like that whole location is way nicer than Finds the Freddy's 1. I mean, you had like the whole prize corner, all the arcade games, and you also had the party rooms. I just think it's a more, you know, party hosted environment than Finds the Freddy's 1. I think I'd rather take my kids to Finds the Freddy's 2 than, you know, Finds the Freddy's 1 and Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I mean, that's just it at the end of the day. And then we have beautiful Five Nights at Freddy's 3. It takes place in 2023. I had someone comment that on my video. Thank you for that comment. Also, thank you for the like goals. We hit every single 25 like goal that I set in the past 3 videos. Yeah! Dare I say, let's try and hit 50 likes. My family found my channel, so if you're a family member watching this over the age of 25, please stop watching. My mom told me that I'm disowned and my dad kicked me out. So, all right. 50 likes, let's do it. Going into Find the Freddy's 3. So Find the Freddy's 3 is actually a horror attraction. It's not a kid-friendly place. It's a horror attraction, you know? They grabbed parts from the previous locations and made it very horror themed, which is pretty cool. Would I bring my kids here? Honestly, I think I would. I think I would bring my kids here. I don't know. I mean, I don't think Springtrap will be an issue. I think it'd be a fun activity to do like a little horror, like a haunted house walkthrough. Obviously, I'm not gonna bring like my 5-year-old kid here, but if I have a kid who's like, you know, a teenager, I mean, I think we could walk through this entire area. It seems pretty cool. I like all the decor. I don't think there's any really major threats. Will Springtrap come out during the day? Probably not, and we'll have staff. I mean, I think we'll be good. Safety wise, I think that bringing my kids to Find the Freddy's 3 over 1 and 2 just makes more sense, you know, because there's no animatronics roaming around. I don't think there's really any blind spots on the cameras, to be honest. It just makes sense. You have one entrance, one exit. It would honestly be a really good experience, and I've always wanted to go to a Find the Freddy's haunted house. They had a Find the Freddy's haunted house in Las Vegas, and that's where this photo was taken with, you know, Scott Cawthon and Corey Kenshin. So if they ever bring that back, you best believe your ass that I'm gonna be making a vlog there. Yeah, so Find the Freddy's 3, definitely taking my kids there. It's gotta happen. All right, now sister location. All right, so Find the Freddy's sister location is actually different than the 3 previous locations that I stayed in, because it's not a pizzeria, it's not a horror attraction. It's an underground facility that houses these fun time animatronics that you can use to hire. Yeah, you can like hire them to come to like your parties and shit. It's kind of like Transformers at like those quinceañeras. Like, shout out to my Mexicans, but I don't know what y'all be doing at every quinceañera, but I see one of these like Transformer dudes at every single quinceañera I've been at. I don't know why, it doesn't really make sense, but that's what it would be like bringing out one of the Funtime animatronics. So we have a lot of animatronics here. We have Circus Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Ballora, and Funtime Chica. That's all like the really main animatronics that we could hire out. I don't know if you do rent out Circus Baby that any of the Biddy Babs come out, or if you get Ballora, any of the mini arenas come out, but those are the ones that we can hire, and these guys are, you know, most definitely not for hire, because like, no, I'm not bringing my kids to fucking me Ennard. Look at that nigga's tentacles. The thing is with the Funtime animatronics, they look so friendly. Honestly, if I didn't know anything about any of the lore, I would definitely hire these animatronics to, you know, come through. But then I see this mini game with Elizabeth getting cooked. Yeah, nah, I'm good. Which of these animatronics would I hire? Probably Funtime Chica. No. Okay, now realistically, I don't know. Maybe Funtime Freddy. Funtime Freddy seems pretty cool. I like the whole beauty being on the arm. I think it's pretty cool. It's canon that Funtime Freddy is schizophrenic. Did you know that? Hey, bro. It's not misinformation. Yeah, right. And then finally, we have beautiful Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator, which is pretty much just, you know, a FNAF location that the player builds. It honestly just depends on what animatronics that are inside of this pizzeria. If we have Trash and the Gang on stage, I'm bringing them. If we have any like the mediocre melodies, I'm bringing them. Any of the Rockstar animatronics, yeah, I'm bringing them. But then, you know, if we're putting Lefty on stage, Scrap Baby, Molten yeah, no, I'm not bringing these niggas in. It just depends on who's on the roster at the end of the day. Yeah, I guess that's the whole video. I don't even know anything about Security Breach. I do want to play that game. I heard it's really cool. It's got like the Music Man and Vixen. I'm just making up names. I don't even know if this shit's real, but I just wanted to write about that. I didn't really want to do another ranking video. I've been doing those a lot lately, and I need some other stuff to do. So leave in the comments what you would like to see. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. It means a lot, and I love you guys. And I'm gonna try and do a video a week. Will it happen? Probably not. I'll try my hardest. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch you later. Peace.